Yo, what's up? It's someone that's no one here today. Today we are here for another smoke sesh. As you see in the title, today we got a nice little joint rolled up for y'all. If you want to join us, feel free. We're always, you're always fucking welcome to join in and feel the same type of vibe. I'm gonna be feeling. So it's allergy fucking season here. Uh, Hopefully this fucking shit will make my nose feel a little bit better. I don't really think weed helps with allergies really at all. Uh, but hopefully this just make me fucking feel better. But yeah, we got this nice little joint rolled up. You guys see in the title today we are talking about the Reggie, the mids, and the gas, I guess. Got different names for these and we'll go over these. But yeah, I figured this would be a pretty good topic to go on and just kind of help some of y'all who don't really know too much about the dank, the fucking chronic, that type of shit. Help you identify this type of shit. There's certain signs you can look for and certain things that you can do to make sure you aren't buying some garbage ass shit. So, yeah, without further ado, let's light up. Alright, alright, alright. So, let's do this shit. Alright, I think we're good. I guess not. Fucking went out. Alright, I'm trying to get this to go solid, guys. Because this shit's packed tight, so. Type shit. Alright, I think we're good now. Hopefully we have no burning problems with this. But alright. So today we are on the Reggie versus the mids versus the hydro fucking type of weed. The fucking loud. And basically let's just jump into that, I guess. So let's start with the lowest of the low, the bottom of the bottom, the Reggie, the fucking shit you hear about. Nobody wants that Reggie. I don't fuck with that Reggie. Yeah, so basically, the shit no one wants. The shit that you hear, gives you a fucking headache. The shit you just, I've only tried Reggie, I think, maybe 2-3 times. I bought like an eighth of it at a time. This was when I was at the super beginning, where I didn't really know shit. I was just kind of just buying to buy type shit. Like, who has it? Who's gonna hook me up? Can I get this shit right now? I don't care what it is. I just want to get high type of, that type of thing. You don't really know what you're fucking doing. You're just fucking a noob. And I actually got high off of it, but I'll tell that story another day. You could possibly get high on, but we kind of had to force ourselves into it. We had to baseball that shit pretty hard. But the Reggie, we'll just save that for another day. But with Reggie, I didn't know if you had got some Reggie type shit. So you gotta tell. It's basically just by quality and shit. Now, one thing that stands out for me, first off, what strain is it? But most of the time, when people know what strain it is, you're at least guaranteed at fucking least some mids. At the fucking least, you're gonna get some mids out of this shit. But if it's a no-name strain, you're really just wild and random. It could be fucking anything. Because with strains, people know, like, alright, at least they know, you know, kind of where it's cultivated type shit. Someone who knows what they're doing type shit and put some care into this. Because with Reggie, I just see, like, whoever the fuck's making Reggie and whatever, they're just doing it. They're just making weed to make weed. They don't really care about the quality. They're not really putting care into it type shit. They're just doing it to make money. Weed is weed type shit. Who the fuck cares what it's actually like, as long as it gets me money type of mentality. But it depends, you know. Some people just want to. Maybe people do want Reggie. I mean, I hear they're good for edibles type shit, but it's all about the quality. You gotta look at the quality. So, many things that you can tell how Reggie is. One is smell. How does it smell? Does it smell like weed? Does it smell like skunk? Does it smell like diesel? Does it smell like weed flavors? Or does it smell kind of like weak? You know, most of the time Reggie just kind of has this weak smell. And it's kind of this thing you just kind of got to get used to, kind of just grow your knowledge on. The more you experience, go through different types of weed, you can get an idea of what's going to be gas and what's just going to be and what's going to be, you know, shitty type of thing. And it's something you just got to learn. When I bought, I didn't know type shit. You know, because you don't really want to be in that don't know type shit and then just end up with a headache type of high where it's just kind of shitty and you just like, this isn't really the best type of fucking high right now. Like, I wasted my money type shit. I'm wasting my time with this shit, you know, to get high off this garbage, where I could be, you know, enjoying myself right now. Alright, I gotta fucking light up again. Died. But, yeah. Yeah, the smell. If it smells pretty fucking weak, you can just already fucking tell. That's already a good indicator, like, this ain't gonna be good. Also, look, I tend to find that, like, color of weed really doesn't really have too much of an effect, because, you know, different strains, like the different indicas and different sativas, can represent different types of flavoring or different types of highs and what the fucking buds kind of, you know, consisted of. And I found color is kind of harder to gauge on, because, you know, I found darker weed that is fucking gas, and I also found, you know, light color weed that is still fucking gas. If it looks kind of like blandish, you know, in Reggie, I mean, it should look kind of like garbage weed type of shit. Like, look up some, like, look up fucking dank weed on Google or some bullshit and compare to the shit you got in front of you type shit. And, like, dank weed will have a very nice color to it that just kind of pops out in a way, versus Reggie weed, where it's just blandish in a way. Like, it doesn't breathe, it doesn't, like, thrive out, kind of. I guess it's kind of like a feeling and a thing you gotta just recognize and build over time. But you just gotta kind of get used to dank weed and what dank weed is going to be like type shit to recognize this, but things like this that have seeds in it. Seeds aren't normally, you know, the best sign of good quality weed. If it has kind of hairs in it, I noticed that's a really good sign if it has hairs. And I've noticed some motherfuckers be like, what the fuck, there's hairs on this shit? Like, I've never fucking seen that when I bring some top shelf shit. Because, you know, hairs are actually a really good sign. You know, it's kind of thriving out and shit. So that's a great sign. But let's stay on Reggie. Let's try not to fall off that. Okay, taste. It should taste like fucking the weed it's like supposed to. If you're buying a blueberry strain, blueberry headband, for example, it should taste like blueberries. If you're buying some purple shit, it should be, you know, purplish. It should taste like fucking have a purple feeling to it. I guess purple doesn't really taste like anything. I wouldn't say a certain flavor. Grape, yeah, grape, that's for sure, probably grape. But okay, so we went over taste, smell. It should smell fucking good. It's kind of like tastes like it fucking pesticides and shit. That's terrible, because they probably do with fucking Reggie to make it last longer type shit, make it grow bigger type shit. If they're already making fucking Reggie, they're probably fucking adding shit to it. Let's be fucking real. Like, why the fuck not? Motherfuckers buying this shit. Like, who gives a fuck? Type of attitude. So I don't know. But let's jump to mids. So with mids, going into mids and fucking gas, the loud, it gets more specific to gauge. And I, low key, I kind of went off and went my own specific perspective on how I view fucking Reggie, and that might seem confusing. This even gets a little bit more specific, and I think it's kind of just a stoner thing that grows on you type of thing, where just like you just end up just learning. It's kind of just a learned trait type of shit, I guess. I don't know, man. But alright, with mids, mids are generally harder to gauge, because the thing is, when someone tells you what strain it is, you know, that's already a good sign. They know the strain, like I said before. No name gas is the risk, but you can find some. I found some great no name gas before around, and it kind of annoys me though, because I would like to know what exactly I'm smoking type of shit. Is this, you know, a dank ass strain? Is this fucking cookies I have right here, or is this some fucking bland ass shit? I don't know. I want to know, you know. But anyways, the mids get harder to gauge, but they're mainly set for the average consumer, you know, the average smoker. Mids are basically, you know, better than Reggie, but just good enough type of shit. They're just good enough for the average person. So, you know, there is more quality put into it. There's more care put into it. I do hear mids are generally grown outdoors and bigger types of fields, and they're the type of weed that is grown on a mass fucking mass production, yeah. They're growing that shit on mass production, probably in fucking Mexico. I don't know, probably in fucking places, you know, drug cartels are fucking probably doing it. You know, they're probably just serving up mids because it's what most people want, because no one's gonna fucking buy that shit if they're doing fucking mass production of Reggie. That would make no fucking sense. They just want it to be good enough for the average people to buy, and, you know, it's cheaper that way, so they don't have to spend that much money, time, and care for better quality, because not everyone is going to be really an expert on this shit and know what's going to be top shelf type shit, what's going to be mids, and what's going to be Reggie. And with mids, it's just kind of that good enough, and it's just more of these things, these specific traits that you got to realize from mids that are both from a Reggie standpoint of view and a top shelf standpoint of view, because it's just a halfway point that meets between, in the middle of these fucking two, Reggie and top shelf. And there's different qualities that could stand out about mids. Now with mids, it won't really like stand out as much. It will just feel like normal type of weed. That's what I kind of consider weed, or not fucking mids, just normal weed, just your average weed you're just gonna come by type of thing. It's just gonna look like nothing special. It's not gonna look bland. It'll look like, all right, this will do me right type of shit. But this ain't nothing crazy. Type of feeling you get from it. It could be like dry. Reggie's generally more dry, considering the moisture. It kind of crumbles more easily, I found. It's not as dense type of thing. But yeah, mids could be more moist, but it really does depend, because mids could be on a more high quality end. It could also be more on a low quality end. And mids, the thing with mids, they generally don't contain as much THC as high quality. They won't get you as high, so there's that thing as well. And yeah, I think that those are fucking mids. They're just your average bud that you're probably gonna come by. But with the fucking high quality weed, now this is the top shelf. That chronic, that loud pack type shit. And this is where people who grow this shit actually put a lot of care into it, and care and like compassion. Like, we want to make this the best fucking thing like it can be right now. We want the customer to be absolutely fucking satisfied with this, no bullshit. And yeah, this is this is the shit. This is the shit I fuck with. The real niggas fuck with. All right, but yeah, this is that gas type shit. So it's smells amazing generally. It smells exactly how it should. It tastes exactly how it should when you smoke it. Based off, you should probably know the strain for this. Generally shit like cookies and fucking Kush OG, whatever Kush OG you got, fucking whatever type of strain you got, that's some gas right now. You can look up the aroma and shit of that, what it should smell like, and it should smell very strong. It should be the type of shit that you gotta, fucking vacuum seal if you got at least 2 fucking grams. I mean, it should just smell. It should just stink type of fucking weed. Not all of them, smell super fucking strong, for it to be top quality, but the ones that do, they fucking stand out strong, bro. And you'll just be like, you just bring the bag into the room, and people just fucking know type of fucking. You gotta, fucking vacuum sealed mason jar, fucking at the fucking least type of weed shit. But they can either be dense or fluffy type, like their little cotton balls type of shit, or they can be super dense. And I actually prefer dense weed. I feel like it burns slower. It just lasts longer. It just looks better. But also, people get very confused with dense and fluffy too. That's another thing that is a factor, because you can't always eye weed. A scale is very, very useful for this type of situation, because you can have super ass fucking dense weed that looks like a fucking gram, but your dude just gave you like 2 grams or some shit, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on type of shit. And this other time you buy fucking fluffy ass weed, you buy 2 grams, and it looks like a fucking eighth, and you're just like, what the, why do I have so much fucking weed type shit? It really does depend. These are generally grown in these fucking controlled environments. That's where you get the term hydro from, because it's just on this kind of like under these perfect conditions that they're grown under, these controlled environments and shit. Also, when you touch it, another thing you can easily tell that is a good sign is that the stickiness of it. If it's super fucking sticky, you got, you know, some quality shit. It's like that thriving thing I was talking about. It's fucking sticky. It has all these qualities sticking out about it. It just feels like this shit is going to just be fucking amazing. This shit is fucking beautiful. This is the flower, you know. This is fucking quality fucking shit you are smoking up right here. And that's generally what I prefer. You know, why not smoke the best if you're going to smoke at all, type of thing. Um, yeah, but I think that's all I gotta say about this. Because I kind of went a little fucking tried to describe it from my perspective type shit, and it might have been a little confusing. So, but you know, there's certain just qualities you gotta recognize, and it's experience. You'll fucking get it over time if you are struggling with identifying that type of shit. But all right, if you have any fucking suggestions for an episode, feel free to comment below. And yeah, subscribe, you know, like the video, help your boy out, whatever. Let's fucking build this channel, guys. I'd appreciate all the support we can get. It's been someone that's no one, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.